Hello, my name's Zoe Enser and I am the author of the CPD Curriculum, written alongside my husband, Mark Enser, which is a book which is looking at CPD and how we can use it to create the right conditions for growth in order to be able to make sure that the CPD that takes place in our school is the best quality it can be. Now, I'm currently working for the Education People as their lead English advisor. I'm working across Kent. I'm also an ELE, so I work with schools to think about how they can embed and implement things, including how they can, again, create the right conditions for developments and how they can develop their staff in the most effective way. But perhaps most importantly, before I was working across numerous schools, I was also leading CPD within my own school setting as a member of the senior leadership team, and I've also been a teacher for over 20 years. So it means that I've been through an awful lot of CPD over the years and had a lot of time to reflect and consider that. What really led to us wanting to write this book then was perhaps seeing some of the things which weren't having the impact that we wanted to see happening in schools. We know that there is time invested in it. We know that we have inset days, there are a lot of twilights, and personal development and professional development is always something that is talked about in schools in quite a lot of detail. However, it isn't necessarily always having the impact. And there's quite a lot of research around there that says that the impact that it's having doesn't necessarily translate into student outcomes. And that was something which we found really concerning. So when we were writing this book, we were really reflecting on those experiences, reflecting on what was needed in order to be able to make sure that the CPD you're delivering is having the desired impact we all want students to be able to achieve. And thinking as well about the lessons that we've learned over the last few years about designing curriculum, and thinking about how we can draw on some of those elements, considering things like intent, implementation and impact, when we're talking about professional learning and professional development as well. What we've also done is we've tried to draw on a huge range of classroom practitioners and leaders from across the sector, and so we've got case studies from people such as Kat Howard, Chris Moyes, who talks a lot about kind of developing growth, Nimish Ladd and how he implemented different things in his school, and work around instructional coaching and different approaches that we might take to CPD. Really excited to have been given the opportunity to write it, and really excited to see how this might link to things like the Early Careers Framework with changes to ITT, and generally making sure that schools can get on with the business of what they want to do, which is to really improve the outcomes for all young people, regardless of their background and regardless of their starting points. So I look forward to hearing your thoughts when you've had a chance to read it. It's available to purchase from Crown House and also available on Amazon. Thanks ever so much for listening.